Crypto has been insane. Bitcoin dominance keeps falling with no fake out in sight. Stablecoin dominance is also tanking. XRP is now smashing new all-time highs. Remember, this is the for the people coin. The US passed 3 major crypto acts. Very bullish. $830 million liquidated in 24 hours. And in Australia, they're letting you buy homes using Bitcoin as collateral in a mortgage because, well, why not? We've got a lot to cover, so subscribe and let's get amongst it. Let's start market cap of BTC dominance. This is the line where we want to break down from. We've been breaking down and we're continuing to break down, and we think it's going to go lower. Crypto stablecoins dominance, we've got the same deal. We want to come down here and play around down here. This means alts start to run even harder, and they're already running the top 10, top 100 decently well. With a market cap of USTD Tether dominance, we're thinking we come on down to this level, which we're not too far away from. We could potentially bounce up a little bit before coming down to this magical level. So if we get a little bit of a reversal, then we're kind of expecting that. XRP is at all-time highs. Now, this is important, not because we're going to have a massive amount of it in our portfolio necessarily. I've got a small amount because of the fact that there are people on YouTube and TikTok that think this will go to $1,000. So it's kind of the coin for the masses. Next, we've got Ethereum. This is our resistance level, and we are just coming above it. We want to keep on going. At the same time, if you've been longing this, you may want to take some profits. Maybe you take profit level 1, especially if you've been from down here. And if you bought anywhere near the bottom, well done. You've just 2x'd on the second largest market cap token. This has been absolutely insane. Meanwhile, we can see there's a huge amount of ETF inflows going into Ethereum. Money's going to go wherever it's treated best. Maybe it stays there for a little bit. Maybe it buggers off and goes somewhere else. But right now, Ethereum is where it's being treated best in the safer category of tokens. BlackRock files to add staking to its Ethereum ETF. That's not a massive yield, but it's still a decent yield, and that's something you definitely want to be partaking in. Now, M2 money supply. It looks as though we go up until September, and then we have a little bit of a dip. And we're kind of expecting the same thing for Bitcoin, for it to lose its dominance, but maybe to grind on further up. When we have a look at the daily exchange volume, we're at $68 billion in spot markets. So we are back in March levels, which is very, very nice. And look at this. The liquidations, they're always going to happen. We're at $800 million. Soon we'll probably be at $1 billion a day. And remember, if we go back to the previous cycle, there weren't too many days where there was $1 billion of liquidations from memory. At the top here, the volume is insane. It's up 11%. Open interest continues, and longs and shorts are pretty balanced. But this, to me, indicates there's a lot more people in the crypto space today. Fair and greed is at 73, so we're in a kind of safer, semi-greedy area. And this is the massive news. So the House passed all 3 crypto bills, Clarity, Genius, and Anti-CBDC. Basically, it's a historic win for really the world. They're going to start off in the US, of course, and I think other governments will start to use it. And in the long-term horizon, which we won't dive into too much, but in a long-term horizon, the only way probably for governments to actually get out of debt is for them to buy Bitcoin and Bitcoin price to go up. That's pretty much it, to be perfectly honest. This is also crazy news. Donald Trump set to open US retirement market to crypto investments. So there's $9 trillion in retirement funds. And if some of those 401ks can start to easily gain access to Bitcoin or our precious Solana or other tokens, then we're definitely in the right space. Probably going to be ETFs initially, but either way, like this is a euphoric time that we've been dreaming of for quite some time. Australia just approved Bitcoin for mortgages. I wouldn't do it necessarily, but if you had a huge amount of Bitcoin, this is not a bad idea. You can, of course, just go and borrow via Aave or something, but you could also use something like this as well. And the total crypto market cap hits a new all-time high of $4 trillion. So even though Sol is down from its 290 top and ETH is down, overall, the crypto market cap, it's booming and it's going higher. Next, we've got the realized cap crossing 1 trillion for the first time, and 25%, this is on Bitcoin, was in 2025 alone. And what this basically is money actually using to purchase the tokens as opposed to those that bought it for less than a cent and have just been holding ever since. This essentially just shows money is coming in, and like it says, quarter of that in the last year or 7 months. We've got another indicator here, this time from Glassnode. This fired on July 9, suggesting alt season. The bonk guy is still long on his bonk. A lot of people will FUD him and say he closed it. He never closed it. It's still there. It's still churning along. He would have paid millions of dollars in funding, but YOLO. Now with Jupiter, if you hold JLP, you could be multiplying it in Camino, or Carrot even allows you to do that. Or you can go and borrow some USDC against it if you've got a decent amount of JLP, and if you want some cheaper USDC. The borrow APR is 3.57%. It'll probably increase, to be perfectly honest, but you can give this a go if you're keen. Now onto some meme news. Unfortunately, Pump is going down. People were in profit immediately, of course. It pumped up and it's come on down. Probably going to come up again, to be perfectly honest, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Next bit of news. Bonk Fund has pulled in 3x more revenue than Pump Fund in the past 24 hours. Good to see. And the pump price has gone down like 17% in 24 hours. That's not good. OKX wallet. This is a pretty decent wallet. Solflare is still my daily driver, but this I'm also using because I dig it. And I'm letting you know about this a little bit late. I'm sorry about that. But you'll get opportunities to kind of enter into IDOs that could typically do well if you actually go and use their DEX. So use their DEX, web3.okx.com. And finally, I did a podcast with the CEO and founder of Cast. It'll be released soon, not entirely sure when, but I'm very, very bullish on Cast. I really do suggest you go and click the link below. My referral is Seb Monty. I use this every day. I don't actually have the physical card, but it kind of looks black with the premium one, which is the one that I suggest you get. You can get the other one if you want. And the point system here, I really think it's going to do really, really well, like Humor Finance. Check it out. The link is below. And as a reminder, things are moving very, very quickly in this euphoric zone. I think they're going to get even more exciting. So be sure to tune in daily.